Hello everyone, my name is Brin. I'm one of the designers and developers of One Btn Bosses, and today I will be taking you into our roguelike game mode called Rifts and Discoveries. Now remember, this is a preview, so there might be some things that are a bit rough around the edges that might not seem final, and that's because they aren't. But without further ado, let's click play inside of Unity and let's get into this. So Rifts and Discoveries is a roguelike game mode. You might have played a small bit of it inside of the demo of the game that was available during Steam Next Fest. And it's where we pit you against randomly generated boss fights, but let you increase your player power every single time you defeat them. So it's about creating an interesting build and facing bosses you have not seen before. We structured this whole thing as a bit of a gauntlet. There's 5 floors to it, and you need to beat all of them to be able to make it to the end. So let's get into the first fight. We have fights of different types here. This is a normal fight that we're doing now, and they're indicated by the fact that we're always facing against the hint robot, the little triangle fella that we have here. Right? And we managed to defeat them. Very easy fight so far. It was the introduction. And we can see our stats, but boom, here's the big difference from the campaign. At the end of the fight, we're able to pick a card, right? We're able to pick what sort of power-up, what discovery we want to gain. So let's go with just like flat-out increased attack speed. That's pretty safe to pick. It's not something that will really be problematic at any point. And you can see that our score went up. So how the game works is that at the end of a fight, you increase your score based on how much damage you dealt to the boss and what kind of boss you defeated. So if you choose to go for harder bosses, you will gain more score, but more importantly, if you manage to play well and manage to do a lot of damage to the enemy, you will be able to get even more score. Now this fight that I'm facing right now, this is the floor 1 fight, the floor 1 boss, right? And this one is not randomly generated. So I just lied to you. This is not a pure roguelike, pure procedural mode. There are handmade bosses in between, at the end of every floor. This sort of act as little benchmarks, right? Are you able to beat this boss? Yeah, we were able to beat it. We deserve to go into the second floor. So let's see what the second floor... oh yeah, before we get into the second floor, the big thing here is we can pick a card now, right? And floor bosses always reward you with 2 cards. One of them always being a card that increases your HP, and one of them always being some other rare card. You can see that the cards have rarity below them here. And let's go for second... No, let's go for a equal. Let's increase our HP because as you see, the HP that we had, the damage we took, it persists between the fights. So if we go into the next fight, we're gonna have 2 HP. So let's go for tick hole, which is going to increase our HP and also increase our current HP by 1. So now we're at 3 out of 4. And what's happening here, what you see here, is a roll for an enemy attack. So these are the 3 attacks that the enemies are going to be using in the generated fights. Now the cross, we can heal up at the cross, but we're at 3 out of 4 HP, so I'm feeling pretty confident. I think we can go to the left side here, and we can go for a fight to go for more rewards. Right? Like we want to increase the player power and we feel confident enough that we can keep fighting without healing. So going for the heal there would be like a tactical choice of, oh, I want to be a bit more safe, but you're passing up on upgrades, right? Now obviously we're fighting a boss here, so there's a chance that we're going to take damage. But we didn't. We're just good like that. Let's see what we get from this guy. Yeah, so when you're fighting normal bosses, there's a chance that you're going to get a rare card. You see this one, Invincible? It says rare here. So there's like a lower chance of this card dropping. And if you fight bosses that are harder, that are elites, the chance of getting rares is way higher. So let's go. Let's pick one by one. Let's pick Mirror Bullet. Mirror Bullet is like a very classic card at this point that we have. It makes you fire an extra bullet every so often. The higher the level of Mirror Bullet is, it's on level 1, you see now. I can pick multiple, and it's going to increase its level. The less bullets I need to fire an extra one. So now I have a choice. I have a choice of, do I want to face an elite boss or do I want to face a normal boss? And I'm going to go for the elite because the elite is the one that's going to grant me better loot. But it's an elite fight, which means it's going to have more HP, it's going to be generated at a higher difficulty, so there's obviously a higher chance for me to take damage. But I'm pretty confident in my skills. I made this game, I've been making this game for the past 4 years. I dream of this game at this point, for the better or worse. I press the button in my dreams and I feel like I can do like frame perfect dodges, right? Like, or that's what I think, and then I go into the Rift and Discoveries mode and I lose it usually somewhere around floor 4. But that's besides the point. At this point, I'm pretty confident in my skills of beating this boss here, right? Like, we're getting them down. Easy. And now let's look at the loot. Let's hope the loot is nice. Let's see, what do we get? So we see we got 1 common and 2 rares, right? Small bullets have a minor chance to shoot another small bullet. Eye for an eye, getting hit increases your attack speed for 0.5 seconds. This is very good, especially if we get like a healthier build going where we have more HP. And keeping tempo, turning at maximum speed no longer slows you down. This has a 3-second cooldown. Let's go with an eye for an eye. I think we go for this, and then like next, like, because we have floor boss next, and we're gonna increase our HP by 1 probably after this as well. So let's go here. Let's see. So the floor bosses themselves, like I said, handcrafted, but there's still a variance inside of them. Every time you get to the end of a floor, we give you a random boss, essentially, like a boss that is randomly chosen from a pool of handcrafted bosses. That is tight. So maybe on the next run, we will not see this exact same fight here. So there's still this variance, and you're not facing the same bosses over and over. However, that's an important however here. Ooh, okay. We do need you to let's see. We do not want you to get, like, let's say that like we die here, right? Like, we don't want you to get to the 2nd floor again and then be like, oh crap, like I'm facing a different boss now, I don't know this boss, and I just spent so much time getting to floor 2, right? What we want to do here is to have shared elements between all of these boss fights that possibly appear on floor 2, right? So for example, this phase, the 2nd phase that I was fighting here, is shared between all of the possible floor 2 fights. So there's something in common with all of them. There's like a theme going on. Okay, so yeah, let's go for take hold. Let's just keep increasing our HP. Let's play it safe. And you can see that there's like a very clear dichotomy here in the game, right? Where it's like I can increase my HP or I can increase my damage or some of my ability, right? And that's kind of like the path that we want you, the 2 ways of playing this game that we want you to think about, like the safe way and the attacking way, like a one-dimensional axis, right? And where do you want to put your build on this axis? We're playing it very safe here right now, right? Like we have tick hole on level 2. We have attack speed. We have eye for an eye, which like works with us getting hit. Not necessarily that we want to get hit, but it like gives us sort of like security, right? Like we get hit, okay, let's increase the damage. Let's make sure that we get out of this fight as soon as possible. And now we're going to go here, and we have the choice of healing or only shooting small bullets. And I'm going to go for the heal. Small bullets, this card can be very good if you have the build for it, but right now it's just going to decrease our damage because we're gonna shoot bullets that are of lower value. All right, so let's increase this. And we're at 5 out of 5, and I think we can go here. We can go for the elite, and then after the elite we'll have an interesting choice of a normal fight and a shot. But let's see if we can beat the elite without taking any damage now, because we're on floor 3 already. Floor 3 out of 5. Right, so the game goes incredibly fast. Like you guys probably know by this point, the ones that are watching this video from the Discord, that like the levels in this game take like a minute, right? Like it's very much like a pick up and play and then go again type of game. Oh, look, this guy got bugged. We need to fix the animation here. Yeah, you know that this is like a very quick game to play, and a full run of the game takes around 20 to 30 minutes, I would say, with like the bulk of the time being spent towards Oh, that was tough. That was not a good combo. I did not like this. With the bulk of the time being more towards the later floors, right? Because that's when the HP of the enemies starts increasing quite a lot. Let's see. Okay, nice. We got this. We got this, chat. Okay, let's see what we have. We're at 4 out of 5 HP. Big bullet damage, streak, or fully automated luxury. We're going to go with streak. Fully automated or luxury increases the damage that our discoveries deal. And we don't have any discovery that directly deals damage, so this is useless for us. Big bullets, like, yeah, we want to shoot big bullets. But streak, like, we're going for a very safe build here, right? Like, we're going for HP recovery. And streak makes us regain 1 HP every single time we defeat Hint Robot. So I think this is going to be very good. We're, like, using this early game now that we have, where the fights are not too difficult, to create, like, a defensive base. To be able to go healthy into the fights. Now let's go into the shop. Let me show you guys the shop. In the shop, you can spend HP. This is my favorite card. You can spend HP to get cards that are rare, potentially, right? So let's go. Usually, like, this is a very weird roll, but usually you would get 3 cards here that cost HP. And 1 card here that doesn't cost HP. That's the usual. This is like a bit of an unusual shop. And we're actually going to go for Duplex. Duplex is a very good card. Makes every 4 medium bullet that we shoot fire an extra medium bullet, right? So it's just something that increases our damage. And the nice part about Duplex is that there's another card called Second Place is Best Place, which makes all of our shots be medium bullets. So we don't shoot big bullets anymore, and we don't shoot small bullets anymore. But we're gonna shoot medium bullets all the time. And if we can manage to fish that out with Duplex, that's like a very solid combination. Because we're just like firing medium bullets only, and then also increasing, like, firing extra medium bullets all the time. It's a build that kind of has like a DPS cap. There's not a lot of ways to increase its damage after you have those 2 cards. But when you get those 2 cards, like, your damage spikes up quite a lot. Oh, this is a very weird generation. No attacks happening? Okay, attacks happening now. That was bizarre. That's what happens sometimes when you're generating fights. We're probably obviously going to try tuning these things, because we don't want you guys to, like, hope that you get fights like this, which are, like, weirdly generated. But there's a long array of levels that you need to beat to get to the end. So let's see. We have streak. So I don't think we need to go for 2 lines to make an X, which is this, like, classic healing card that we have here. But we have a very, I would say we have a very healthy build with, like, streak here. Yeah, let's just go for attack speed. If we manage to get 2nd place and best placed, it's gonna be good, like, having more attack speed there. But yeah, I'm playing, like, rather safe now. I'm not, like, going for optimal damage. That's bad positioning. This is very, very tight level if you get stuck where I got stuck here. And one funny quirk about this level is this level has 3 different phases, and there's 3 different variations of this level that you can face. And these variations are essentially just like a different sequence of phases. So maybe the phase that we had at the very start now would, like, the next time that you're playing this level would be the level that you face at the very end. Or, like, the phase that you face at the very end. Right? Okay, this is a bug that we need to fix here. That should not stay up. Okay. So now we have this comet. This is, like, hard phase, so I'm gonna focus a little bit here and stop talking for a moment. Just to get this over with. Oh, crap. I didn't see that one. My eye for an eye did not trigger. Okay. I played badly there. But here comes an interesting part of the rifts, right? We lost. No worries. We restart. But the fun part is we managed to beat 2 floors. So we will get 2 rewards now, right? So I'm able to pick a card, and I will able to do this one more time, and start this run with 2 cards. Hurt Me Plenty is an incredibly strong card if we can pick it early on, because it increases the damage every time we get hit, and this persists throughout the fight. So for sure we're going for this card here. And this is a card that works very well with a build that we were going for before, where we keep increasing the player maximum HP, right? And we keep healing up, because then we can get hurt more and we can increase our damage. So hurt me plenty and streak, incredibly good combination, right? Because we have a way of restoring HP, and we have a way, like, we increase our damage whenever we get hit. So let's do this. Let's do this. Let's go streak and hurt me plenty. It's a bit similar to what we were trying to go for before, but we managed to get this like good starting combo already at the start of the run. So now it's easier for us to restart this, right? To like go again. And I think that's my personal favorite part of the rifts and discoveries, is just like it's hella easy to just like hit restart and go again. And because we offer you cards based on your previous performance, you will have a run that doesn't feel bad. You know, like, it's not like, oh no, I have to like grind to get to floor 4 again. It's like, no, like, we give you starter cards, so you're able to like start with something fun already, like as you're starting a new run. It doesn't feel like you're starting from 0, right? This also means that if you want to do the most optimal build, you want to beat the game to floor 5 and then go again, and you will have 5 cards available to you at the very start, right? So let's go with attack speed. That's like very safe. I don't think we need two lines for an X. We have HR, healing with streak, and our score is going up. We're gonna go crazy. Let's go. Let's beat this fight. Yeah, so what I wanted to get to before I died is that this game works in a very clear way, like very clear one-dimensional line of where you're picking. What kind of cards are you picking? Are you going for attack cards or are you going for defensive cards, right? And we expect you to be playing more towards the defensive side when you're learning the rifts, when you're trying to beat them for the very first time, right? However, as you get better at the game, you will be playing the game you will be willing to risk more. You will be willing to sacrifice more of your HP, and you will be more confident in your own skills, right? So over time, you will be more willing to pick cards that increase your, let's go for this, that increase your damage at the cost of increasing your, at the cost of not being as defensive. So we're kind of calling this like, are you playing to beat or are you playing to compete, right? Are you playing to beat the rift to get the end, or are you playing to do as much damage as possible? And maybe some of you have noticed, the keen-eyed among you have noticed that my score goes up depending on my damage. So if I do a lot of damage in a fight, if I do a lot of DPS, my score will be increased by a higher amount. It's literally like your DPS gets added to the score, right? Let's regain the HP here, and then we go into an elite fight. All right, then we get some points from resting. But on this fight now, I will get some points for defeating the fight, but then also for the damage that I do to it. So if I want to have a score that is as high as possible, I will need to play good. I will need to like increase my damage. I will need to like go for cards that increase my DPS. So that's the competing part that I'm talking about, right? Are you playing to beat the game? Are you playing to beat the bosses? Or are you playing to go for as high of a score as possible? And if you're playing for going for as high of a score as possible, you will be picking different cards. And being able to compete, oh, that was tough. Okay, being able to compete is different than being able to like picking cards that make you beat the game is different than picking cards that will make your score as high as possible. Okay, so we're at an interesting point now, where I think streak happens after the. No, we need 2 more. I think, yeah, we need 2 more normal boss fights for a streak. There's Double Dipper, which increases our damage substantially at 2 HP, and we're at 2 HP right now. And we're just going into a boss fight. Into a floor boss fight, I think. Yeah, floor boss fight, which might take us up to 3 HP. Or we can take Small and Fast. This is a common card. We don't care about the common card here. We want to look at the rares. When shooting small bullets, attack speed is greatly increased. This is a tough choice. I think Small and Fast is better, but I'm gonna go for Double Dipper to make it interesting, right? So let's see what fight we get this time around, right? Like, so yeah, before we got the left side, and now we got the right side fight here. So it's gonna be a fight that's similar in its elements to the fight we faced in the previous run, right? As well, like it's a line fight. It's not a closed shape. It's using similar attacks. However, we're on the right-hand side of the screen now. The attacks still are... crap, okay. Still are different. We just lost Double Dipper with this. But remember, every time we take damage, we're increasing our HP. We're increasing our damage done. We need to play safe now. We need to not take a single hit. Okay, we took a hit. All right, let's do one more round. We're like 20 minutes in. I think we have to get to floor 3 or above. I need to show you guys floor 4 or above. I think we get one run. This run we're getting to floor 4. I think that's what we're doing. And I'm showing you guys like a bit of the late game. Yeah, never mind. That plan went out of the window because we played badly, right? And that fight is always going to be the same, the floor fights, right? Like you roll the right side floor fight is always going to be the same fight. So you will know, like the more you play the game, the better you will get at it. The more you will like memorize the fights themselves. So again, the better you are, the easier. Like obviously, the better you are, like the more you play the game, the more you will be able to play for competing, right? Because you will internalize the speed values, you will understand better how the attacks work, and you will be more willing to risk going for cards that increase your damage output instead of going for cards that increase your survivability. All right, let's go acceleration. No, let's go for 2 lines for an X. This card drops very often. And it's a card that, like you saw, increases your maximum, your HP by 2, like it heals you up for 2, but you need to collect 2 of them. So what I like doing sometimes is taking this card early on so that I have it in the back of my pocket. So that when I'm like somewhere on floor 3 or something like floor 4, if I need to heal, I just need to get that one card, right? Like just one copy of that card. And it's quite common for that card to drop, so it's way easier for it to appear. For me to trigger it, right? And here in the early game, I do not care that much like what attacks I have because the bosses are not that hard, or like what cards I have, so I know that I'll be able to beat these fights regardless of what cards I draw. And yeah, this is one of the second boss that we have on floor 1. Focuses a little bit on like the homing miles attack that like you need to dodge away from. Easy. Gain 1 maximum HP, speed is substantially increased, this does not affect damage. Let's go for HP. We're going for like a very vanilla-ish build here. Let's see what we roll for enemy attacks. So these are like enemy attack rolls. The icons that are selected here, these are the attacks that will be appearing in the fights. So, and we can go here, and because we're on maximum HP, it's not a heal actually, but it's going to increase, like give us 2 loot cards to pick from. And we can go for small and fast. Very cool card, very classic. It's gonna increase like our lowest amount of damage is going to go up, while our highest amount of damage will not go up at this point, right? So it just gives us safety when we have to dodge a lot. It gives or safety like as in our damage will stay higher when we have to dodge a lot and we're on small bullets. And one thing that's like worth mentioning, obviously, is like I'm playing with the classic turns and shooter combination. The one that you start the game with, right? So like press the button to change direction and you're always firing. But there's many different ways of playing one button bosses. You have the laser, you have the juggler, you have the pickup attacks, you have the dash instead of the classic the turns movement scheme. You have reverse instead of the other movement schemes. And depending on which cards, which loadout you pick when you go into the game, you're gonna be given different cards, right? So heat reflexes. I like heat reflexes. This is like a free out of jail card, in a way. Like, it makes our damage go up when, like, it's gonna do damage when we get hit. So it can help us in tough situations, like end the boss fight earlier. Let's go. Okay, focus. Focus now. We're like very healthy. I don't think we got like in this run so far. While staying. Crap. I just jinxed this. But you saw me doing like a flurry of bullets like flying out of my ship when I got hit, right? So not the end of the world. Like, we make hitting be a bit less problematic now. But let's see. Okay, easy. Phase 2. Let's go phase 2. I know this phase by heart. This is like in my dreams. I know how this phase works. I'm playing this with like 500 IQ. Boom, boom. Minimal amount of taps. Look at this, guys. No hands, no tapping. I trust. I know this phase, right? And like you will know this phase like as you're fighting these bosses over and over, and you'll be able to optimize things a lot here. So let's go for the maximum HP, 5 HP. I didn't even look at what the other one is. Just wanted to go for a safe choice here, and we're on floor 3 now. And I don't think we need to restore HP. Again, we have 2 lines for an axe, right? So we can take 1 damage and then we can restore HP. And I think what I'm going to do is I will go here. Like if things are going well, I'm keeping up this line, like I'm keeping up this path. And if things go bad at this point, I can bail and go into a normal fight, right? Otherwise, I can go elite, shop. And we'll talk about shop later. Or did we get to the shop last time? Yeah, we got to the shop last time around. What am I talking about, right? So like I can get like 3 rare cards in a row there if I'm playing well. So let's play well. Yeah, you might have noticed one of the cards that I picked up at a very early point is fast shielding. Fast shielding, as the name implies, shields you when you're going fast. There we go, there's the shield. And now I'm free on taking 1 damage. Like, this is gonna shield me the first time I take a hit. I'm gonna keep this shield up. If I want to optimize damage, I would have probably like not changed directions there and just let my shield take it. But I'm playing it safe. I'm playing it a bit safe just so that we get through this well, because we know that we have like very hard fights ahead of us. And there's banking on speed, which is the other side of the spectrum of fast shielding, which we fly at maximum speed for 4 seconds and we spawn on attack zone. Let's go for this. Attack zones are these like zones that we spawn that are going to increase your damage while you're inside of them. And this happens in a different ways depending on what attack you're using. So with the classic attack, it just like makes you shoot highest level bullets. There we go, that's an attack zone, let's activate it, boom. And here, high attack speed and big bullets, right? But the thing that I wanted to say with both banking on speed and fast shielding is that the further into the floors you are, the harder it becomes to activate these cards, right? Because they require you to not change directions, and they require you to keep going fast. This is a very good combination that we have going on. This is very bad, but we're shielded. Easy. So yeah, like I said, things are still a bit rough around the edges. Sometimes you can get like very bad RNG combinations. But 1, I have thankfully modules that can protect me from this. And 2, we're still gonna tune this. Don't worry. We're trying to get rid of as many chances of something like this happening as possible. Okay, let's see, what do we have? We have thick hole, 2 lines for an axe, banking on speed, hit reflexes, small and fast. Well rested is super cool. We have small and fast, so theoretically we could go for anti-accelerationism. Well rested. Let's go for well rested, because we're 2 lines for an axe away from increasing our HP. And restoring HP outside of combat greatly increases damage for the first 5 seconds of a fight. Right? So we can do something funky here. If we restore HP. Which it doesn't look like we're gonna be doing. Like, it doesn't look like we're gonna be restoring HP if we keep going this direction. Because I don't think we can get 2 lines for an axe here. So maybe do we want to play it safe and go here, here, here. And then like try to restore HP here. Let's do this, let's do this. So we're gonna try to... We're hoping that we get 2 lines for an axe on the next one. And that we're gonna have like 100% increased damage going into the next fight. Like into the end fight. This is very good. Like the combo that we have going on is like I can take damage here. I can like go maximum speed. And I'm able to get like a burst of damage in at the start. Let's pound the zone. There we go, zone is up, shield is up. Online, both of them. Easy. Very good. Very good fight. 42 damage per second. That's like good numbers at this point. We're like keeping pace well. And we're not taking 2 lines for an X here because we want to take it on the next one. Because we want to have the damage increase for the for the floor 3 fight. So let's go for acceleration. No, let's go for small bullets because we have small and fast. Yeah, let's go for small bullet damage increase. Let's go here. Let's go play. Okay. And I'm praying. No playing, just praying. We get good attacks. Okay, okay. And we can take 1 damage in case we get 2 lines for it. Okay. Not good, maybe, but okay. We're gonna draw 2 lines for an X now. I believe that we're gonna draw 2 lines for an X. We're gonna heal up and we're gonna do a ton of damage to the next boss, and we're gonna be going into the next boss with 5 out of 5 HP. Right? Let's go. Nice. So yeah, the rifts are like very much an endurance run, right? Because you're... Oh, good, yeah, we didn't get the 2 lines for an X. Okay, acceleration is greatly decreased, maximum speed is increased. I don't want to take this now, I'm gonna take max speed. Yeah, so as you see, like, these things are very much about endurance, right? Like, I need to be able to get through all of these fights without losing all of my HP. I need to, like, think whether it's worth it for me to restore it. But if you're very good, right, like, then you can just dodge everything. Just dodge everything, and there's no worries about you having to restore any HP. So what we try doing here is, like, ensuring that there's, like, an incredibly high skill ceiling to the game. And there's, like, a lot of expression in how you're playing the game. We love that. We want you to be able to play the game. Okay. We want you to be able to get as good as, like, to have, like, a lot of opportunities to get good at this game. We love the idea of the game having an incredibly low barrier. I can take this, right? Because I have the shield, and I can get onto the safer position here. But what I'm trying to say is that we want you to feel how easy it is to pick up this game, right? It's a one-button boss rush, but there's an incredibly high level of skill expression that that you as the player can have. There's, like, so much optimization that you can do, even though the game on its surface is, like, incredibly simple, right? You're playing it with 1 button. We make it as clear as possible to show you which attacks are dangerous, which attacks are not dangerous, but super high expression of skill. We go for T-Cool, because we're gonna get 2 lines for an X from one of the normal fights. And we're at 6 HP now, and now we're on floor 4. On floor 4, we do not add an attack. We add a difficulty modifier. And difficulty modifiers are something that happens every single time you fight an enemy. And what we're going to do now is let's think of the paths that we can take here. We can go down the middle. Like heal, elite, fight. And this will take us to 4 out of 6 HP, and then we have an elite, and then we have 2 normal fights before this. So I think this might be the best way of going about it. Or the right side might be the best way of going about it. Because I'm thinking, like, from normal fights we can get, there's a high chance of dropping 2 lines for an X from normal fights, so we can for sure get, like, a 2 lines for an X if we go for 2. Maybe this would be the safest, to go for 3 of them. Let's go here. Let's make this fun. Let's rest. We have ways of spawning the attack zones already. Rest point, okay. Let's go here. Let's shop. Let's give ourselves the choice. 999 bullets, eye for an eye. Damage from discoveries, acceleration. 999 bullets, do we go for that? I don't think we're gonna heal before the fight if we go for this. Yeah, we just go for acceleration, I guess. Okay, that was a bit of a gamble, didn't pay off. We get chopping points though. Let's go for this fight. Yeah, so like floor 4, floor 5 is where we still need to tune the difficulty. But I want you guys to see the difficulty modifiers that I'm talking about now. So there we go, bullet train. And this bullet train is going to appear in the same sequence in every single fight that I will do now, right? Crap, that was so lame. Why did I take damage there? But it's going to appear in every single fight now in the exact same sequence, right? So we didn't add any extra attacks onto the enemy. We didn't add anything, right? We didn't add anything more to the fight. Like, we didn't increase the difficulty in the way that the fight is generated. We didn't say make the attacks harder. We just like added one static like combination of things that keeps going. And then we go for 2 lines for an X, and boom, we heal. We're at 5 HP. We're super safe now. And we have one more fight before the final fight. And the thing with difficulty modifiers is that they also apply to the final fights of the floor, right? So again, it's like I am training sort of for the final fight here by having bullet train. Porco Dio. By knowing like in exactly what way this bullet train is going to behave. I'm gonna go for the attack speed buff here. I need to watch out, get out of here, easy. And there we go. I'm shielded. Very easy. Very safe build that we're playing, and our damage is also good. We're like dead in the center, I feel like. Oh, that like one-dimensional axis I was talking about. And let's go for 2 lines for an axe. We can only trigger it if we get to the 5th floor. Let's see if we can defeat the boss on the 4th floor. The difficulty spikes up a bit here. We need to tune this better, I think. But let's see. Okay. Okay. Oh crap, that was... This fight is set up in the wrong way. I just realized this fight is set up to not take or rift things into account, which is why I have 3 HP as you can see, and which is why bullet train is not happening. Such a cool fight. Ay crap. Okay, we're gonna lose here. Yeah, we blame this on the fact that this fight was set up in the wrong way. But, you know, we're in the middle of development, stuff like that happens, sometimes we forget things. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to go fix that live for you chat. Let's go into it was 4_1, and let's set this to the correct game mode, game manager, and we're going to go into that fight again, and we're all going to pretend that nobody saw anything. Everything's fine. So let's go into the procedural rift. Everything is fine here. Nothing is wrong. There's absolutely no bugs in this game. No bugs. Perfect. Flawless development. Oh, look at this. We're back into our run with the exact same save file that we're supposed to have. Let's get into this fight again with our 4 out of 6 HP that we totally had before as well. And here, oh. You can see the bullet trains coming in now, right? So now I'm facing this fight with bullet train, and there's 4 different difficulty modifiers that you can... Ay crap, I was greedy there, but thankfully I had the shield. Look at this, like, oof, absolutely perfect. But yeah, there's 4 different difficulty modifiers. Crap. There's 4 different difficulty modifiers that exist in the game. I need to focus. I need to stop talking now because, like I said, this is where we spike up the difficulty a bit. There's 4 different difficulty modifiers that exist in the game. So every time you're getting these fights, the way that you face them will be different, right? Like it's going like even if you know one of these fights already, there's still like 1 extra variance. But if you know how to play against crap. Okay, we really need to focus now if we wanna. I'm stopped. Yes, there we go. 4-5. That one's for you, chat. Whew. Okay, we're definitely healing up. And we're in 2 lines for an X. Oh, yo. Okay. Last night, I'm sorry. Took my breath away for a moment. Yeah, and we're gonna get the same difficulty modifier here. I don't know why that re-rolled or looks like it's re-rolling. Okay. Okay, let's think a little bit. What are we doing here? I think we're definitely restoring HP. Or do we have anything that restores our HP if we go on the left side? Maybe it's safer for us to avoid the elites here, honestly. Avoid the elites. No, what we can take 1 elite. Let's go here. Let's heal up. Take hiccups. We take hiccups. We don't heal up. Hiccups is very cool. Hiccups shoots a random bullet every 6 seconds. I love this. This is such a good card. We're not taking any of this. We're taking Mirror Bullet. we're afraid of taking damage. And now, well, we can go absolutely the same way here. I guess we can go here, and if we take damage, we go this one. And there's a higher chance for us to get 2 lines for an X, if we're not able to get it from this normal fight. But yeah, things get a bit crazy towards the end here. Let's do damage. Avoid that. Easy. Yeah, so you see, like, we're on like a very classic, like on a hint robot fight here, which is like not an elite fight. But it's like we're getting some crazy combinations here as well already in the end. And we go for the attack zone. Boom. Easy. Easy. Very good. 48 DPS. We're doing very well here. Small bullet damage is increased. Ooh, what if we do keeping tempo? Let's do keeping tempo because we have, remember, we have 2 cards that like depend on us being on maximum speed. The attack zone and the shield. So let's go for this. And let's go on the right hand side again, right? Because I kind of want us to get like a 2 lines for an X so that we can heal up. I feel like I killed that for something, but I'm not exactly sure what. Or there's like maybe some grapple bug, but we'll fix all of these things. Okay, that was very bad for me. I could have dodged that. I should have dodged that. Let's go. I will be honest with you guys, I think we probably need to make like floor 4 and floor 5 a bit easier than they are currently. It especially like kind of heavily relies on difficulty modifiers. Currently, like some of them are way easier than others. We're gonna balance this out before the release of the game, which is gonna be very soon. If you haven't wishlisted it yet, wishlist it. If you haven't told your friends about it yet, tell your friends about it. We're getting very unlucky. We're not rolling 2 lines for an X for some reason here. But let's just go for Duplex. Duplex is like a good DPS increase, right? So now we're going to be going into an elite fight with 3 HP. Chances of of 2 lines for an X dropping here, lower. This fight meaning scarier for us. Already we're generating something harder here. There's more HP on the boss, so we need to... Crap. We need to stay... Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, which side is going? Okay, it's going this direction. Yeah. Can we... Oh, that was tight. I was like so sure I will be able to get the shield there. Okay, we can get the shield here. We can get the shield online. There we go. Attack speed zone, shield online. Boom. We keep going. Okay, we're safe. We're playing safe now. We have the shield. We wanna make sure that when we take damage, we take the damage from the shield, and we want to keep going for the attack zones that respawn. Let's... Oh, crap. Okay, we took the shield. Attack zone. No, another... Okay, but like, we're winning now. We're winning on 1 HP. Right? So, like, fights get crazy towards the end here, and it's very good if you're able to have, like, some sort of, like, HP regeneration methods that we definitely don't have. I mean, we have the shield, right? But acceleration is moderately increased. That is going to get us to the shield faster. So let's go for this. Let's go for this. We're playing full defensive. We're just thinking, like, how can we get the shield up as soon as possible? Elite beaten, and we're on the last floor now. This is the last fight of the game. This is a very good place to end this. Whether we win or not, this is a very good place to end this fight. Correct. And as we see, this fight is also not set up to be the correct fight. So, wait, I need to check what fight this was, and then we'll fix it live, and then we will get into the... So this was 5_1 is not set to be a game manager. This is very funny because it was Fur, one of our game manager, Fur, one of our programmers that was making this level, and it was also him who explicitly pinged me in Discord, being like, "Hey, Brin, make sure that you're gonna be setting the game times back to Rifts." I see. Who didn't set game time back to Rift this time around, huh? You guys saw nothing. We're getting into the fight now. Fight is probably way too hard, and we probably need to nerf, but let's get in. 3000 HP. Can we beat this chat? Very tight. Have the bullet trains happening here. Right? I was the bullet train. Like, I should have been brave with the bullet train. 15% HP. Okay, yeah. This has been Rifts and Discoveries. Let's, for the last thing, let's just check the rewards that we got here. Let's see if there's any interesting cards that I can show to you guys. Hurt Me Plenty. Very cool card, like I said before. Second place is best place. Let's go for second place is best place. Floor 3 rewards. Anything interesting here? A Glass Cannon. Glass Cannon is super cool. We reduce maximum HP to 1, and you get damage bonus for each HP that gets reduced. The UI is bugged for it, but it works correctly. Hurt Me Plenty again. Fast shielding. Like, theoretically, we're playing at 1 HP now, and there's fast shielding helping us out. Okay, and then let's say one more try, which is gonna restore HP once we hit danger state. So yeah, it's very cool because, like, when you die, very easy to restart, right? Like, we're starting with 4 different cards now, so I'm feeling way more powerful going into this fight. I'm feeling that, like, I can get different builds, different combinations now. So yeah, I don't know. I hope you guys will enjoy Rifts and Discoveries as much as we do. I think it's an incredibly fun game mode. It's actually kind of hard to work on the game now and separate bug hunting from just playing the game and having fun. And I hope you guys will enjoy this game mode as well as much as we are. See you guys next week on the next developer diary.